Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to Roberto's Journals. In today's video, it is our travel day home, and it is that early here in Dubai that it's still dark outside. Look at this. Can you hear that as well? Their prayer sounds. Okay, so finished getting ready. I've come back outside and it's a bit brighter out now. It's a shame that I'm not going to catch the sunrise, but at least I managed to get the sunset instead. So all ready, suitcases are packed there, over there behind me. Can you see? There's one. I've called down to reception to ask them to get a taxi ready for us to go back to the airport, and I believe we've got a buggy coming for us to collect us as well, so that we don't need to carry our luggage all the way back to the main building, even though it's not really that far, but why not? It's our last morning, why not get one of the buggies? And I liked it yesterday too. Here's our road. Excellent.
Like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave. It's easier to love when it's you by my side, shining through the cracks like the first morning light, feeling like a child through the days and the nights, living in your arms as the years go by. It's easier to love, oh, oh. Easier to love, oh, oh.
Okay guys, so now we're actually in the air. A lot has happened since I last spoke to you guys. The last time I spoke to you, we were still at the resort, and we were waiting for our taxi, and I just wanted to give you guys some advice if you were to fly, if you were to go and stay at the Hilton Ras Al Khaimah or any of the resorts in that area. It's just to let you know that if you do order a taxi, a meter taxi, they don't necessarily accept card. Well, the one that we had didn't accept card at all, and I really thought that all taxis did accept card, and I queried this with the driver, and he made us aware that in main city Dubai it's correct, but outside the neighbouring cities, the smaller cities, is not necessarily mandatory that they have a card machine that people are able to use. A taxi will set you back around between 200 and 220 dirham from Ras Al Khaimah to Dubai Airport. But just one thing for you guys to be wary about is our taxi driver, I think he was a little bit cheeky. What he did was a quarter of the way, so once the meter managed to get up to 50 dirham, he actually stopped the meter. And then when we were like 20 minutes from the airport, he put the meter back on again. So in total, the meter says that it was 100 dirham trip, when really it's around 200 to 220. So I feel like he must have pocketed half of the fare, whereas the actual half would have legitimately gone through the meter instead. But it's just something for you guys to be wary about. So number one would be cash, and number two, don't be surprised if they turn the meter off. Other than that though, the taxi from Ras Al Khaimah to the airport went really smoothly. It took around an hour, or an hour and 20, and took around an hour or an hour and 10 minutes. It's a very direct route. One thing I like about Dubai is that their roads are very straight, and it was pretty straightforward. I listened to a podcast and did a bit of reading on a taxi ride. And then we got dropped off and we went to go and check in. We managed to find the British Airways lounge, which, by the way, I mean, it's nice, and I really shouldn't complain about it, because it's nice that we do get the privilege of being able to use the British Airways lounge, but at the same time, every single person who is able to use that lounge was in that lounge, and it might have been a little bit more comfortable to go somewhere else, because we were sat with people directly next to us where we could easily hear their conversation. No, we would not be able to have a private conversation in that lounge, and you can hear everything that everyone is saying. So it's just something to bear in mind. Like, I'm very appreciative of the benefit of being able to use that lounge, but for some people who expect it to be a little bit more exclusive and private, it's not really so much in this particular British Airways lounge anyway. So we had a quick bite to eat at the lounge. I had this like breakfast panini, and then it was time to come on board the plane. Now, on this particular configuration, on this British Airways plane, they've got seats that seat facing backwards and facing forwards, and we've opted for these two seats that are in the middle of the aisle, so we don't have any window seats. We can't look out. I mean, I can look out. If I'm looking outside now, I can see through the window, but we don't have any windows directly next to us, as you can see. This is a private partition that separates me, and there's an actual person there. You can probably see them through the window there. But we've boarded. They gave us a drink as we sat down. So I managed to get a small glass of champagne. They gave us the menu, which I've had a look at already. The menu is pretty much similar to how it was on the way here. The cocktails are the same, all the drinks are the same. The main meals are different. It seems to be more traditional towards Dubai, as opposed to be fair, it would be, because on the way here I had a chicken and mushroom something pie, whereas this time round I'm having a biryani, so it is a little bit more traditional from your place of origin, where you're flying from, so it would be a bit more authentic towards Dubai. Then there's some desserts in here as well, and it looks like we're going to be offered afternoon tea a couple of hours before we land as well. And the drinks offering, I believe, is exactly the same as well. The champagne, white wines, red wines, and the port to go with the cheese. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the seat quickly. So we've got the two seats that are in the middle of the aisle, and it would be perfect if you're travelling with someone, because it's like a little private nest. As you can see here, we've got these guards that completely separate you from the person that's right next to you. So it does make it really nice and private feeling, which is great. You've got your footrest, and they do provide you with and your chair. You've got your footrest, and then your chair extends out to become a fully flat bed also, and you do get your bedding provided. So you've got this like this bed sheet that you can put on top of your chair and your footrest, and then you've got your blanket to snuggle up with, as well as a pillow, which I've got directly behind me as well, a nice large fluffy pillow. You do get the same amenity kit that I showed you on the way to Dubai. I'll quickly show you now. It's exactly the same. It looks like this from the White Company. Excellent products in there. I really do like the products that they do have in there. And come to think of it, I haven't actually received mine yet. But I'll ask for it after they've provided us with our food. But I really like these seats. I like how the footrest is close to you, that you can just put your feet up, whereas the newer plane that we were on the way from London to Dubai, the footrest is so far away, and me being quite short, I can't particularly reach it as well as other people might be able to. Now, because I am flying in the centre aisle, we're not next to a window, so I can see a window, but I can't see out of one, obviously. So when we did take off, unfortunately I couldn't show you any footage of us taking off, and I didn't want to point my camera towards the window, because one, I've got the passenger right next to me who would have thought that I'm filming them, and then the people that are actually by the window, I wanted to respect their privacy a bit. But at least I managed to get some good footage on the way to Dubai, but not this time round, unfortunately. Right, okay, so they've taken my food order, and I think I mentioned to you already that I went for the chicken biryani, and they've also come round with their drinks order as well. And I think this is like a tradition of mine when I fly, but I always go for a Bloody Mary. I don't know why they just taste so much nicer. I don't normally drink a Bloody Mary when I'm not flying, but at least when I fly, I do like to have a Bloody Mary. Right, I'm going to drink this, and then I'll catch up with you guys again when the food comes. Cheers. Okay, so I've placed my food order. That's going to be coming soon. I think they're just finishing off doing the first rounds of drinks for everyone in the cabin. But because the galley is right behind me, it's actually right here. So my seat's the first seat from the galley, so I would have been served first. So they're serving everyone down the cabin up here. And then they're coming back to do the food, I think, after they've done the drinks. But whilst I'm waiting, I thought I'd have a look at the in-flight entertainment system so that I can get a program ready to watch whilst I'm eating. But before I show you this, I love a map, and this is the map that we've got at the moment. What I tend to do is I like to cycle views so that it just shows me a mixture of all the different types of views that they've got, and it will just constantly rotate from one view to another, which I quite like. And then if I want to have a look at the stats, I can go here. No, not here. I think it's there we go. So you press the I button at the top here, then it'll give you all of the information. So we're currently cruising at 32,000 feet at a ground speed of 523 miles an hour. Nice. So it looks like we're going to arrive back at home at 2:30 as well. Amazing. Okay, so let's come away from the map and let's pick something to watch. Yes. Alright, so let's go to home. I promise you guys it is quite responsive. I think it's because I'm watching via the screen here, and I'm looking at my screen rather than looking at the screen I'm supposed to be pressing, so it might seem like it's not responsive, but no, it really is. So you've got Kids Zone, BA recommends, watch, listen, play. What else is on here? You can chat to another person, my journey, my devices. Okay, so I think BA recommends, I think it just has a selection of TV programs and films that, oh no, here we go. So television and music. Then you've got a selection of programs here that you can scroll through. I'm going to go back to movies though. So if we go back, and then let's go to watch. And let's pick on movies. Right, let's go to new releases. Okay. I'm watching that. I'm so glad I came here because I thought, there's not really a film that I particularly want to watch, but I definitely want to watch it. I've seen the first Venom, so I can't wait to watch the second one now. Right, so just quickly scroll through. This is what's available now, and this is what's they're showing this month. I think it's the same films as the flight on the way to Dubai, but then again, I don't remember seeing Venom on there, but I'm glad it's there now, so I can watch that. So I'll just scroll through the movies so you guys can have a look. Bearing in mind this is just new releases, I'm sure they've got other films available as well. I think we've gone full circle now. Yes, we have. And I think you've got a load of other movies that you can choose from that are not necessarily the new releases. Here we go. Yeah, so you can go to all movies by genre, and you can scroll through all of these and you'll find plenty of movies. I'm sure there'll be something for every single person on here. And I think one of the best things about what I like about movies on flights is that I like watching movies that I've seen before. Sometimes I find, and let me know in the comments below if you find this as well, that if you try to watch a new film on a plane, you can't really focus on it as much as you would be able to at home. Like, I watched the new James Bond film on the way to Dubai, and I enjoyed it, but I don't feel I could have enjoyed it as much as I would normally have done at home. So I do tend to watch movies that I've seen before and just watch them again because it's just easy watching. And then now that I've just spent a minute saying all of that, there's me about to watch a new film. Right, so I'm going to set this movie up and get ready and wait for my food to come. So I'll catch you in a bit. You are provided with noise cancelling headphones when you travel club on British Airways, and they do actually cancel out noise, not 100%, but it's enough that you can hear your movie really, really well. So I'm going to pop these on. Hey guys, I'm smiling because I've managed to get another drink. The staff here are really attentive. Like, they're super attentive, super friendly, super helpful, and we've ordered our food. I don't think there's a delay in the food. I think they've just noticed that we finished our drinks and they've asked us if we'd like another one, which I think is incredible. I didn't have another Bloody Mary though. For my lunch that I've got, I've ordered the chicken biryani, and the drink that I've asked to have with it is the rosé champagne. So I've actually asked if I could have a glass of rosé champagne instead of another Bloody Mary, just to continue on with my drink that I'm going to have with my lunch. And doesn't it look so good? I love these glasses. And again, it comes on these this nice black tray here, nicely presented. Don't mind my book. I've managed to read a lot of that. I've only got like maybe a quarter left, so I'm going to probably read a lot of that on this flight. I've got my Venom movie starting now, so I'm going to enjoy this drink whilst watching my movie and wait for my lunch to arrive, and I'll catch up with you guys again when lunch comes. Okay guys, so I'm I'm only 10 minutes into my Venom film. I've put it on pause at the moment because I have just received my food. Oh my goodness. This bread is incredible. It's like three types of bread in one. It's shaped like a muffin. So you've got bread, you've got the traditional Arabic meze, which I can't wait to stick into. It looks incredible. Chicken biryani, and some dessert and cheese to end with. Then I've got my drinks here as well. Amazing. I'm going to stick into this, and I'll let you know once I finish the food of how it was, and I'll give you my verdict. Right, see you in a bit. Okay guys, so as I mentioned earlier, it's pretty much the same amenity kit as the one I received on the way to Dubai from London. So the amenity kit is provided by the White Company, exclusively for British Airways. I do love their products that they've got here. So you got your eye mask here, you got socks here, which I'm actually going to put on now because at the moment I've got ankle socks on, so I'm going to pop those over. Some more details about the products that they use. My toothbrush, my dental kit I've already opened, as you've just seen, because I just brushed my teeth. It comes with a pen, some earplugs, and then we've got here a gentle moisturizer, a relaxed pulse point, which I strongly recommend. Like, I highly recommend this. It actually does work. It does seem a bit of a relaxant. You put it on your wrist. I put it in my I put it on my arms as well, but I really do like it. I love the smell of it too. And you've got lip balm, and you braces folk, you all understand how important lip balm is, so I might keep this one in the car actually for when I go to my adjustments. But you've got these. So this is the amenity kit that it comes with. Really happy with it. It's everything that you would need. But yeah, it's the same one as the one from it's exactly the same one from London to Dubai as well. Okay guys, so I managed to change my seat into a fully flat bed. I'm not sure if the angle that I'm showing you now does it justice, but at least I'm horizontal now, and this is me here. I'm going to quickly show you downwards so that you can see that my feet are all the way down to the end, and for me being short, it's just right. But I reckon someone who's a bit taller, I would say anywhere above 6 foot, would probably struggle with the length, with the amount of leg room that's available. But I'll quickly show you. I'm very comfortable at the moment. So yeah, let me show you now. This is my current view. And this is my current view. And yeah, this is my seat here. The seatbelt light is on. I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, seatbelt light's on. We just hit some turbulence, but it was only for like, I'd say 10 seconds. But when I am just sitting down normally, I do like to buckle up anyway, just in case I do doze off. Here we go. I did have a really short nap, probably like around 40 minutes worth after I had food. I think I really needed it because we were up really early this morning to leave Dubai. So we got up at 5 o'clock to leave the hotel by 6, and with the time difference at home, that would have been 3 hours ahead, meaning that we would have got up at 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So very tired. So that nap was very well deserved. I'm going to show you the map now to see how long we've got left of the trip. So we've got 3.5 hours left. Not too bad. And we are currently, I think we're near Greece. Last I looked. Oh yeah, it says it up there. So we're in the airspace of Greece, I'd assume. So let's pull up the main map and see how far away from home we are. Just over halfway, I'd say. Nice. Okay guys, so it's been a couple of hours now since I last updated you. I had another little tiny snooze, but I've pretty much spent most of my time listening to some music whilst continue reading my book, and it's always the last part of the book that gets really super interesting, and I haven't been able to put it down. So I've been loving this flight so far, and they've just served afternoon tea, so I'll remind you of what was on offer on the menu. And I decided to go for the meat sandwiches. It is a light afternoon tea. I don't think I could eat any more than what they've given us anyway, but I'm going to quickly show you now what we've got. So we've got just a selection of small sandwiches. That's a warm scone, and it's scone, not scone. Then we've got jam and clotted cream, and then some sweet treats and some coffee to go with it. So I'm going to eat this, and then I'll show you a bit of the map to let you know where we are, and then we should be in time for landing. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so we just finished having afternoon tea. Oh my goodness, the scones. I don't often have afternoon tea. I do love an afternoon tea, but I don't often have it. And the scone was to die for, and it was just right. The amount of food was just right. I reckon if I had any more food, I would have been super stuffed. I've eaten way too much anyway on this holiday, so it's nice to just end it on a lighter meal. So we've only got around an hour left to go. I think we're currently over Switzerland at the moment, so we're not far off. I think it's an hour and 10 left to go, and I think I'm gonna continue just to enjoy the rest of my flight, continue reading until they put the seatbelt signs back on, ready for us to land again, and then I'll give you my review of the flight. And then I think we just need to find somewhere for us to get an Uber home, and then I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you at the end of the flight, and then I'll catch up with you again when I'm at home to finish off this travel day home. So I'll catch you then. Hey guys, so we've landed and we're just waiting for our bags now, and I'll catch up with you out the airport. Hey guys, right, so we finally made it home. We've unpacked, our clothes are already in the washing machine, doing their thing. Our suitcases are already up there on top of our wardrobe. We are settling down now, and it's just so nice to be at home and to be around home comforts, our own smells, our own furniture, like our own everything. And it's just really nice to be home. Even though we already do miss holiday, it's just nice to be able to just snuggle up on your own sofa, and then knowing that you're going to get into your own bed tonight. So actually, we were very lucky with getting our bags. They were taking a very long time for the bags to actually come out onto those revolving belts. And then we came to realize on the way home that BA actually had this problem with their, they had an IT problem with getting all the bags out, ready for passengers to get when they go past customs and security. So we were very lucky that when the belt did actually start to move, our bags were one of the first 10 bags that came out. So we're very lucky that they came out when they did, so that we were able to just get a taxi home and make sure that we missed the rush hour traffic. So we did that. The flight was incredible. The service that we got from British Airways on this flight was actually one of the better flights I've had in terms of customer service in a very long time. Albeit that the plane was one of the older planes, I don't mind it because of the footrest, that I can actually reach the footrest. But the team that were looking after us were amazing. I'm really sorry I didn't get any of their names, but you were great. Right, so time to settle down. I can't wait to look through all of the footage that I've taken over this holiday, and I'm actually going to start editing it now. But before I do, we're actually looking at which hotel we could potentially return to. We're hoping that we can go to the one we've just come from, but it looks like they're doing some renovation work, so I don't know whether it's going to be available on the dates that we want to go. But we're currently looking at videos. We're currently looking at we're currently researching online to see which hotels are available, and then heading over onto YouTube to see if there's any vlogs that will be able to best showcase the hotel for us, to see if it's something that we would like to go to. And having said that, share this series with as many people as you know who would like to go to Dubai for an all-inclusive holiday, because you never know, this series might come in handy for them. And also don't forget to comment down below if any of you guys have been in the Hilton, not the Hilton, if any of you guys have been in the Ras Al Khaimah area, or any area in Dubai where you've had like an all-inclusive or a staycation away. I'd like to hear your thoughts about it, because then that could inspire my next trip out to Dubai in the near future. So thank you again for watching. Actually, thank you for watching this entire series if you've actually made it this far. I hope you've enjoyed it. More to come again on the next trips that I go out to. But thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Remember to be kind, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.